Tifu ruining a friendship by having feelings for a friend and telling her. She said no. So, after hanging out more with a friend this summer, I started having feelings for her. We are in 30s. We have been friends for over 4 years. But more like acquaintance earlier. We used to go on road trips and have dinner parties. But never hung out one-to-one until this summer. I realized we had so much in common and I really started liking her romantically. We shared so much about our life for the first half of the year. I really enjoyed her company. One day in May I asked her out. She said that she sees me nothing more than a friend. Subsequently, I reduced my one-to-one hanging out with her as I was starting to develop feelings for her. Now, we don't hang out anymore. I sometimes reach out to her asking how she has been. Her parents had got COVID, so I was asking about them regularly. But now the conversations seem awkward. I still have feelings for her and I think it would be disrespectful to her if I continue texting her occasionally once every 2 weeks or so. She's in a common friends WhatsApp group and when I post something there, she never responds. I guess she just wants to keep distance and expects me to not contact her directly. TLDR. I lost a good friend by confessing my feelings. Now, I just text her occasionally. But I think it's best to stop that too. It's just one of those things in life that just happens. I've gone through something similar and my answer was just to disconnect from that person and move on with my life. You may have a different answer or the same one. What a sensible answer. Wish someone would have given me that advice years ago. Don't worry. I came through fine and eventually found someone amazing. Does her rejecting you have to ruin the friendship? Is it possible that addressing the elephant in the room might relieve some awkwardness? Hey. I just wanted to say that I totally respect that you don't want a romantic relationship with me. But I'd really still like to be friends. Because I think you're an awesome person. I know it feels awkward right now. But I think we can get past it. But then you have to get rid of your romantic feelings for her. Because continuing to be friends while secretly hoping for more would not be okay. Yes. I think the problem lies with me. I need get rid of my feelings first. Otherwise it would be plain manipulative and deceitful. I feel that it's possible that the friendship returns back to normal in the near future. I just need to work on myself. I don't think I agree with this. Nor do I think you messed up in the first place. You did the right thing by being honest with yourself and her. You can't just flick a switch and turn off your feelings. I believe that if you fool yourself into believing you can stop having romantic feelings for her, and somehow manage to restart the friendship, you will set yourself up to spending time with someone you love but can't have. That's torture. I've been there and it's awful. This is where the old saying "if you love someone, let them go" may apply. You properly played the cards you were dealt. And it didn't work out. Move on. At least you know. Hey. At least you went for it. That's though. Can relate. Getting that courage build up to confess just to get shut down in less than 3 seconds. But the hardest part is letting go. Knowing not only you lost a best friend but also the person you love. Life can be cruel sometimes. Try moving forward. Eventually someone will answer the calls to you hard. It's confusing in your situation because it makes sense. But unfortunately I think you need to keep your distance. Maybe things can change down the line and you can be friends again. I was in a similar situation. Went for it. And things were awkward after she didn't feel the same way. But we were in the same friend group and over time would hang out and things got less weird. Especially as we both moved on romantically. Time heals wounds, but it also can make the awkwardness go away in this situation because there's no hard feelings, I'm assuming. If you value their friendship and they really are a good friend, it will work out this way down the line. If you both want it to. Better that you tried. Better than going through life never knowing. Keep your head up. It happens. Stop contact with her, she'll reach out if she wants to talk. I feel like this happens to every guy at least once. You peeping idiot. Rule number 1 in friendships is to never confess your feelings to your friends. Always wait for them to do it first. Imagine you never asked her out. Now you know. Move on. Enjoy your life. She is not the only one out there. A story as old as time. It sucks every time, but you can't force the romance or the friendship. You could also try telling her you miss the friendship and either get closure or the friendship back. I had a quite the same situation, but I felt he took an advantage of me through his rough times especially. I helped him a lot because I loved him. After about 2 years finally I confessed my feeling, but he said he could not see me more than a friend. Q to 2 months later he met a young girl, she was 19 yo. Both of us in mid-30s and instantly in a relationship. Since then he rarely keep in touch with me unless he needed help. It is a heart-wrenching watching him with her. Now I have a lovable boyfriend who will do anything for me and I am blessed. But when I saw him with his young GF last 2 weeks, and though I no longer have any feeling toward him, my heart's still aching. I wonder why. It's probably because she thinks you're unattractive. Rather than embrace everything good about you that made you two such close friends, she's decided to be shallow and base it all on looks. She just showed you that she isn't someone who even deserves your friendship. This is a win for you, friend. Or she just didn't feel it. There's plenty of wonderful people I've been amazing friends with who I've never considered as romantic partners. There's been plenty of people who have only wanted to be friends with me. Rejection doesn't necessarily mean they think you're unattractive or that they dislike anything about you. Just that they don't think you're compatible. Different people have different preferences and ideals. And thus not everyone is attracted to the same sorts of people. Sure, it's sad that it didn't work out with Up. And it really sucks that it's gotten in the way of their friendship as well. But that doesn't mean he's unattractive or anything negative. Just that his friend doesn't think they'd be compatible. There's nothing wrong with that. Up seems like a decent human being from the small amount of writing he's done on this post. And I'm sure he'll find the right person for him who he is compatible with.